Local popcorn. You can't really talk about peak oil without coming across the issue of food security and eating locally grown food. Here in the U.S., most of our food travels either enormous distances to get to our plate, an average of 1,500 miles, or is the product of industrial agribusiness, both heavily dependent on a non-renewable resource. The benefits of locally grown and accessible food are abundant, resulting in vastly improved nutrition, restoring local economies, and community solidarity while contributing to social justice. As the possibility of petro-collapse in our future increases, and as we engage in more geopolitical resource wars, the idea of regional food becoming a catalyst in our neighborhoods for local self-reliance is no longer an admirable ideology, but will be the essential ingredient to our survival. Why is it that you wanted to paint farmers and local farms? What point did you want to bring home about these paintings, these people? Why are local farmers important to you?
Because I like to eat. No farms, no food.
No farms, no food?
No farms, no food.
Is that your bumper sticker?
I think that local farmers are very important.
They're important to all of us who are going to heavily rely on them more and more.
Yes.
As our resources, to transport food globally become less or more expensive, or harder to come by.
And I value them, so I wanted to paint them. And to say that they're 1% of the population is probably pretty good. I mean, if you think of what percentage of the population are actuarians and how much control they have over the population, it's an even smaller percentage of the population.
Right.
Yet there's only
one
director of
we
the
need
Fed.
more farmers than we need actuarians.
I do. I'm woefully underinsured, but I eat every day.
What is your take on local food?
Anything that comes from the supermarket, I'm sure there's a lot of good food in the supermarket because it all gets commingled, the good with the bad, but I don't have confidence.
Do you think it's possible for us in the United States to be locavores?
Well, it might not be possible for everyone to be.
Not everybody, maybe?
It's kind of like, when some people say that the food at farmers markets is more expensive, and in some cases maybe it is, but it's not really comparable.
Right.
I think that what you're going to get at a farmer's market when you're getting it directly from the hand of the grower is just way up there in quality, and so often things have to be done to food to give them shelf life, to give the food shelf life.
What do you see as a relationship between food security and being a locavore or eating local?
Well, I think the real security is growing something yourself or getting it from the person who did. If you want to have real food security, you better have something local, because we don't really know how secure all the transportation systems are, and they're subject to disruption. I think people should be thinking in terms of they should be making a conscious, almost like a political decision to shop, to vote with their dollars for the farmers whose style they like and whose ethics they appreciate.
So what can we do as citizens to ensure that our food becomes more and more local?
So one thing you can do as a consumer or a person in an urban area is you can try and help find a venue for a winter farmers market.
So we can be advocates.
Yeah, you can be
for
advocates.
getting this to happen.
You can join a CSA, community supported agriculture, and there are lots of different farms that will give you a wonderful box of food. But if they don't make enough money, they won't keep doing it.
And we need the farmers. Less than 1% of Americans are farmers.
I'm sort of hopeful that there will be lots of little farms are going to sort of sprout and fill the space from below.
I think the boilerplate notion out there is that
we have about a 3 or 4 day food supply in America.
Right.
You know, because it's all basically just-in-time delivery from the wholesalers, and you know you know, really from shipping the stuff across the country from California or Mexico or Florida to the table here in New York State. So if you have a problem with trucking that lasts for more than 4 days, all of a sudden, you know, you've got bare supermarket shelves and you've got a lot of ticked off people.
You grow your food.
The lettuce and the arugula, arugula, I grow arugula, right? It's like, you know, it's like the boomer dilettante food.
But it's delicious.
But it's great. Arugula rules.
I just like that. Here's your house right here. And
my rented house, by the way.
Your rented house, but in front of it, you know, right outside your door, you've got your garden.
Right.
You farm your own food a little bit.
Yeah. But nice. The soil here is actually pretty terrible. It's sand.
Yeah.
Or very sandy. Because this was the termination of some kind of a glacial moraine. Yeah, imagine it. A mile high. Right in front of you.
Fantastic.
Maybe it'll return. Not in our lifetimes.
When's it coming back?
Yeah, where's that darn glacier? It's 11 minutes late now, by golly.